Good morning, everyone. Alright, to finish up Who Was Abraham Lincoln book, there is some extra information in the back here. And this one I'm going to read right now is the Gettysburg Address. fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that the nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this, but in a larger sense we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It was for us living rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. That is the Gettysburg Address. Okay, so here's the timeline of Abraham Lincoln's life, okay? 1809, Abraham Lincoln is born February 12th. In 1818, Nancy Hanks, his mother, dies. 1819, Lincoln's father marries Sarah Bush Johnston. 1831, Lincoln moves to New Salem, Illinois. 1834, elected to the Illinois General Assembly. 1836, receives his law license. 1842, marries Todd in Springfield, Illinois. 1846, elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. 1856, helps organize the new Republican Party. 1858, debates Stephen Douglas. 1860, elected 16th President of the United States. Southern states begin to secede from the Union. 1861, Civil War begins. 1862, Lincoln issues the Emancipation Proclamation. 1863, Lincoln delivers the Gettysburg Address. 1864, Lincoln is re-elected president. 1865, General Robert E. Lee surrenders, ending the Civil War. John Wilkes Booth shoots and kills Lincoln. So that's Lincoln's timeline that I just read. Now we have the timeline of the world. 1809, Edgar Allan Poe and Charles Darwin are born. Same year as Abraham Lincoln, that's pretty cool. 1812, War of 1812 between the United States and Great Britain begins. 1814, Francis Scott Key writes The Star-Spangled Banner. 1820, the Missouri Compromise establishes slave-free territory in the United States. 1841, saxophone invented. 1848, revolutionary wars are fought in countries all over Europe. 1858, first telegraph sent by transatlantic cable. 1859, Charles Darwin publishes On the Origin of Species. 1860, Florence Nightingale founds a school for nurses in England. 1861, serfs are freed in Russia. 1862, Congress authorizes the building of Transcontinental Road. 1863, the first African American regiments in the United States Army are formed. 1865, the 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution ends slavery in the United States. So that is the world's timeline. So that is the whole book of who was Abraham Lincoln. I hope you all enjoyed that book, and another one will be coming. Alright, hope you guys all have a great day. See you in the next video. Oh yeah, and if you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe.